He was worth billions. But to his enemies, his life was worth less than the river they drowned him in. And when the city turned its back, it wasn't power or wealth that saved him. It was a black maid, invisible to the rich, who risked everything to pull him out. The night was cruel, the sky heavy with storm clouds. On the edge of the old stone bridge, Adrian Vale, one of the wealthiest men alive, stood surrounded by men he once called partners. Their eyes glistened with greed, their voices sharp with betrayal. "You've taken enough," one growled. "Sign the papers, or the river signs for you." Adrian's voice shook, but his pride did not falter. "You'll have to kill me first." The smirk on their faces was his only answer. A shove, a scream, and then silence. Adrian plunged into the black water below, swallowed whole by the cold. The river bit into his chest like icy daggers. His lungs seized. His arms thrashed. His billion-dollar empire, his skyscrapers, his power, none of it mattered now. As he sank deeper, the city lights above flickered like fading stars. In his mind, he heard only one echo. This is how it ends. Alone, but fate had a witness. Downriver, Rosa Johnson left the mansion she scrubbed clean every night. Her hands raw, her apron damp, her body exhausted. She had no wealth, no voice, no recognition. To the rich, she was invisible, but her eyes were sharp. And that night, they caught the ripples of a body thrashing in the water. She froze. No one else saw. The city kept moving, and then came the choice: walk away or jump. Rosa didn't think twice. Her shoes hit the ground, her apron tore free, and she hurled herself into the freezing current. The water clawed at her, but she fought through, her arms burning as she reached the man sinking fast. His expensive suit clung to him like chains. His eyes were wide, desperate, already giving up. "Not tonight," Rosa gasped. "You are not dying tonight." She locked her grip around him and kicked toward the shore. By the time she pulled him onto the rocks, Rosa was trembling, coughing up water, her lungs on fire. Adrian lay collapsed beside her, gasping, his face pale with shock. He looked at her, a woman covered in river mud, her apron torn, her face fierce with determination. "Why?" he stammered, voice broken. "Why would you save me?" Her answer cut like lightning. "Because your life still matters, even if you think mine doesn't." For the first time in decades, Adrian Vale, the billionaire who controlled cities, felt powerless. No guards, no lawyers, no wealth could help him, and here was Rosa, a maid who earned less in a year than he made in a lunch meeting, holding the power to decide if he lived. It shattered him. The next morning, the headlines read, "Billionaire missing. Presumed dead." Inside Vale Enterprises, his partners celebrated, glasses clinking with quiet victory. Billions were about to be theirs, but their smiles vanished when the doors opened. Adrian Vale walked in, bruised, battered, but alive. And behind him, Rosa, the traitor, stammered, "Why, you're supposed to be dead." Adrian interrupted, his voice like iron. "Funny, that's exactly what you'll be when the law sees this." He dropped evidence, recordings, contracts, everything Rosa had overheard during nights at the mansion. The betrayal was undeniable, but what shocked him most was Adrian's next words. "You call her a maid. I call her the reason you'll never touch another dollar of mine." Later, in private, Adrian placed a leather folder on Rosa's lap. She opened it with trembling hands. Inside, deeds, bank accounts, scholarships for her children, and a foundation in her name. Her eyes filled with tears. "Why me?" Adrian's voice softened. "Because when I had billions, I had nothing. But when I had nothing, you gave me everything." News spread like fire. Maid saves billionaire's life. Billionaire honors her with fortune, but Rosa didn't crave the cameras. She didn't crave fame. She only wanted dignity. And Adrian knew that. Weeks later, Vale Enterprises was no longer the empire of greed it once was. Schools opened in poor neighborhoods. Shelters rose where there were none. And each bore a simple plaque, in honor of Rosa Johnson, whose courage saved more than a life, Adrian often returned to the riverbank. The place meant for his death had become his rebirth, and in the rippling water, you remember Rose's words, "Your life still matters, even if you think mine DOESN single quotes T dot, he had billions again." But this time, he had something greater, a soul worth saving.